Hello and welcome to another episode of Real Rich Advice. We are here on a lovely balcony on a brisk winter afternoon.
How come you're not wearing a coat?
Because I forgot one. Okay. So we are here at 4201 Cathedral Avenue, one of our 3-bedroom units that we have for sale. And we're here to talk a little bit about the market and review. For context, it is January of 2021. It's about 31 degrees outside. And we're going to talk a little bit about what happened in 2020 and what we expect for 2021. So with that, let's talk a little bit about 2020.
Sure.
2020 overall, we saw obviously COVID, and that changed things a little bit. But with that, we still saw a healthy amount of units sold.
Correct. Well, according to the MLS, we had over 8,500 units sold last year, which is wonderful. We had a slight slowdown in the spring when COVID sort of erupted in the area, but after that, the market picked up and really went at a very, very healthy pace.
Yeah, and to be expected, we saw sort of the biggest demand in units that were larger as far as condominiums and single-family houses or row homes and those sort of things. So that was to be expected. We didn't really see a huge change in the loan market. Rates stayed reliably low,
very low,
which is great, which leads us right into 2021. So what are we forecasting for 2021?
Well, the market, DC, we're very fortunate in the DC market that our business is essentially supply and demand. And the demand is still very, very high. And the supply we're hoping will increase a little bit now that people are starting to get vaccinated. And there does seem to be a lot more buyers coming out of the market, as well as sellers who are beginning to talk to us about their spring plans and their summer plans to get their houses on the market.
Yeah, initially we saw a lot more buyers looking for spaces than we did see sellers, because sellers who didn't need to sell didn't necessarily want to, given COVID. As things have sort of opened up a little bit, people have gotten a little bit more acclimated with what they can do to stay safe. Sellers are coming to the market, and we're expecting probably with vaccines that there's going to be more sellers, which means more supply, which hopefully gives buyers a little bit more choices. But I would say we don't expect that supply is really going to hurt pricing, because there is just so much demand that I don't really think it's going to hurt pricing.
Yeah, no, we're very fortunate in the DC area and the DC market. We don't really have a lot of industry. So, and the job market is still pretty strong in DC. So that's what's been very good, low interest rates to keep prices stable or increasing.
Yeah, and then lastly, let's talk a little bit about, it's January, the inauguration was last week. Let's talk a little bit about the effect of the inauguration on our market.
So after the inauguration, I've noticed, I've talked to other colleagues and talked to other clients, there does seem to be a lot more momentum now. We live in the District of Columbia, as we all know, a lot of troops here last week, and now that that's all gone, or it's the troop
easing.
Numbers, it's easing. Yeah, well, the troop numbers are really lowered. That a lot of people are coming out of the woodwork and reaching out to us to talk about their plans, where a month ago they were a little more hesitant.
Yep. So that is where we are here, 2021. We wish everybody a happy and healthy 2021. We're looking forward to working with everybody, and we'll talk to you again in a little bit. All right, hello and welcome to another episode of Real Rich Advice. So we are here today at
4201. You start over again?
Yeah.
Hang on.